Hey guys, another good hard day at work. Well, man, so I get to put on my favored mixes of Hey Lloyd, both the original by Monty Ohm and that new one that another YouTuber animated, as well as Dead Fantasy, but that has a little bit too much fan service, as they say in anime circles. And I do kind of try to keep these a little bit, you know, work appropriate. But I kid you not, like a sexy application. That word was, um, anyway. Um, so, um, yeah, I thought I'm a little bit burned as usual, or burned out, which is kind of natural after a good hard days of work. Um, I think that uh, I had it in my mind to make a karaoke practice about Drake, because Drake is just sort of, I think, needed on this playlist of mine, um, because I just get way too far out there. As appealing as Star Wars is to so many people, it's not even that useful to have like Force Push or like Tutaminis or all these other Jedi tricks. What is useful is Eternal Youth and Necromancy. Um, Spaceships for Everyone is, it's like we don't really want that as much as Eternal Youth, I would think. Um, Although that's very important if we're still like, so many homeless on the streets, with Eternal Youth and Necromancy. It's still not that kind of true North Star that we all kind of feel to be, where civilization should go. Um, so anyway, um, I felt a little bit too much fictional things in my playlist so far, so I'm gonna start having some nonfiction. I have this cool football, you know, good hard nonfiction, like sports and football and it's just the Super Bowl just happened, and that was I saw that as a fairy tale story for, I see Tom Brady, I see um, Gronkowski. um, I am not in the same weight class. I'm like 86 kilograms or so. um, yeah, and I'm not going to say the pounds because I support the metric system. I'm about 86 kilograms or so. Um, which I actually want to be. I don't know how. Okay, I'm. This is a quick fictional tangent. I don't know how Hayate from Dead or Alive is 175 pounds, or how Aizen and Urahara Kasuke are. They have such definite pound weight, which is not exactly the necessary weight to play football in the NFL. Um, so the nonfiction part of this is gonna, kind of revolve around Drake, because Drake's number one, yo. In our culture, Drake is number one, and he's got a lot of songs. Obviously, the one between him and Chris Brown where they kind of made up, uh, I liked it a lot. Just kind of so cool when cultures kind of just chill out and just kind of put the beef aside and just kind of relax and enjoy life like we all want to. So that was a great song. I can't say I know it well enough to karaoke right now, that practice. Obviously, start from the bottom. It's just so obvious. And I like how he does it, yo. Drake's like, zombie on the track. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. And there's a lot of profanity, which I try to be kind of sparse with profanity, because I think, you know, a lot of my coworkers are starting to kind of wander into this YouTube playlist. So yeah, man. So the thing about rap is there's no vocals a lot of times. But that song, Started from the Bottom, is kind of every person's kind of individual dream, I would say. Like, started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team effing here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team effing here. And I love how he starts that. You know, zombie on the track. Because he can just zombie that line again and again. It never gets old. Who doesn't want to, like, start from the bottom and become a superstar like Drake? Man. He's got a lot of good stuff. This is like our culture in this kind of dark time of 2021. Was very much encompassed by Drake and all the emanations of Drake. You know, money in the grave. I'm gonna take my money to the grave. That is just the same kind of brassiness that strikes my soul a lot, as I talked about in my previous video. Obviously he doesn't mean it, I would think. And then I saw one YouTube video where it just had this song, "Money to the Grave." Like, I'll take my money to the grave because I'm so selfish. I'll take my money to the grave. Just, you know, one or two bros just looking up into the twilight, like kind of a orangey, rosy twilight. It's kind of our times. It's just like capitalism is saying that we can all be very, very selfish. We can take our money to the grave even, and that is somehow supposed to cause the best of all possible worlds for the market economy. But, you know, we obviously don't live in this best of all possible worlds of Leibniz, one of the two inventors of calculus. As Leibniz says, this is the best of all possible worlds. But as Voltaire, I feel much truer, says, this is not the best of all possible worlds. That is, and Voltaire is able to say that with so much sarcasm, because it's like, are you kidding me? Yeah, we have crazy bad stuff in our world. So yeah, I guess that can qualify as a karaoke practice. Started from the bottom, and money to the grave, and Drake's got a lot of good ones. You know, 0 to 100. 0 to 100 real quick. That is a great song too. Yeah, to be a soul of the caliber and success that Drake enjoys, it's really like, man, 0 to 100 real quick. Because on the streets, I mean, I'm thankfully not um, involved or much experienced in drive-by shootings or violence on the streets. You always kind of have to, have that survivor instinct. Drake and Chris Brown made up. That is very, very good. For two souls of that caliber, to be going at it and having beef is really, really bad. Um, Even in my college classroom, the professor was talking about, oh man, the whole, it's a tragedy. Someone died. Two people died that I know of, and probably more. Tupac Shakur versus Biggie. At the level of someone dying is like, you could not, us in our, as mere mortals, we don't know where those souls go. We know all the heartache and sadness of the loved ones, for sure. So that is not, that's not why can't we all just get along, Damn. All right, well, I like 0 to 100 as well because Drake goes like freaking. What's Drake say? He's like, oh Lord, oh Lord. And he has so much of Jesus Christ or Yeshua in that music video. It's just like every time he says oh Lord, it is actually, a picture of Lord Jesus Christ. Or Yeshua, as I like to say, his name in Aramaic is more true, as that's the actual sound waves in air when Yeshua was alive, and went about, the life of Yeshua. Yeah, so Drake says, oh Lord, a couple times, and those couple times is like, man, oh Lord. You can tell Drake is kind of going into his kind of half Jewish. Also, I mean, the black part of, Christianity is everywhere here. In the U.S., Christianity is so prevalent, so everywhere. So yeah, 0 to 100 is really good. It often seems like in real life, yeah, things go 0 to 100 real quick, and you just got to be ready. At work, it happens. Anywhere, it can happen. So, we're all, we know life. We got to just be prepared. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So that's another one by Drake. There's so many by Drake. And to be honest, I am known to just kind of dream in fiction of Star Trek, Star Wars, EVE Online, Bleach, Naruto, blah, 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 blah. But just kidding. I always kind of go back to Drake as coming back to reality. And it's not work-appropriate reality. You can't. Oh, I get away with the non-profane parts of Drake when I'm working with coworkers. But yeah, it's just it gets me back down to nonfiction, to concentrate on Drake, concentrate on personal success, as we should be as normal people in a capitalist civilization. And I think that's all for now. I mean, to have some vocals, you know, Drake can be so random. He prides himself in his creativity. He says, I was hearing an interview of Drake, and you know, Drake says, I'm not known to be the best vocalist, but my strong suit is creativity of my songs. So yeah, some of these very creative, random seeming lines just kind of just float in our subconscious, you know. You used to call me on my cell phone. No, 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 no. Yeah. I will see y'all later. Uh, yeah. Who knows when I'm gonna post one of these videos? Maybe. Who knows? We're all in this together as we row our boats downstream in this river of time, and hopefully we do get to that true North Star. We all kind of know, like, why can't we all just get along? Why can't our geopolitical proxy wars and various world leaders just kind of put all this kind of dark stuff aside? That seems like a tall order, because I mean, I'm not personally involved in any of the real kind of heartache and pain and suffering. Not too directly. I can't really say I'm really. I mean, there's so much stuff in the world, and you know, like I don't even know the names of all the countries in the world. But yeah, we kind of know that to be like true. Keep dreaming. The future can be so bright with things that are already being, you know, so developed by Elon Musk for spaceships for everyone, by Aubrey de Grey et al. For eternal youth. And necromancy is still, you know, Arthur C. Clarke's 3 laws. It's probably possible. And I should say Elon Musk et al., but Elon Musk is just so. I mean, Tesla's just so great, but I will say Elon Musk et al. Too. So yeah, it's kind of a free-spirited YouTube video as usual. You know, I love bringing back Western civilization and Woodstock. You know, Western civilization is just, in my book, and I am kind of in this West, San Francisco Bay Area. Western civilization is known to be just so free-spirited and very liberal, compared to the rest of the civilization, like the East and everywhere else. And that's what I really like about Western civilization, and that's how kind of free-flowing my videos are, obviously. Why can't we kind of emphasize that part of our Western civilization? It's a dark time. I know that's much harder than it sounds. So yeah, Woodstock of the 1960s, that was this epitome of this free-spirited, really like cool party, rock concert, you know, the time of our lives, what we live for. And you know, I saw that Netflix documentary recently about it. It's like the 40-year anniversary, right? Or 50-year, or yeah, 50-year. I think. So Woodstock, Western free-spirited civilization. I wish, this could all be easy. We're not even guaranteed to not nuke each other out of existence. We're all kind of in this together. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail, and we do kind of roll our boats on to that green light, that Great Gatsby future, the roaring 20s, back to humanity minus all the racism. I feel, but it might be easier than we think. Who knows? I will leave it at that. This video is getting long. I will see y'all later. Hopefully, kind of radiate positivity and free-spiritedness and just freedom, which we all kind of live for. Am I gonna make this video longer? Yes, I guess. Because, this freedom, free-spiritedness, freedom. So, freedom is really, really, kind of, I learned that as one of the most critical, important thing about humans. We like our freedom, and there's just so little of it, I feel, in so many, it's not even easy to get by in San Francisco, like to not be homeless or to have a house, to own a house. Oh my goodness, that is hard in San Francisco or Bay Area. And it's much harder than, it just feels wrong how hard that is. So I guess I say Drake, but now it's going back to like Beneath the Phrygian Sky by Lorena McKennitt. And that freedom is emphasized so much. Those lyrics of that song are so beautiful. And what it kind of, the lyric is so strong in that it says, "Is it not our place to wander as the sky does weep with tears, and all the living creatures look on with mortal fear." I don't think that's the same key or melody, but it's such a beautiful lyric. Is it not our place to wonder as the sky does weep with tears, and all the mortal creatures look on with mortal fear? I might have freestyled that beyond what the official version is. And then the other lyric, which connects to the rest of this video, is when freedom was lacking, no lives were lost in vain. I have a little bit of issue with that. To lose a single life, it's hard to make that decision, who lives, who dies, like, even a single life, it's like we are no God who can see where that soul goes. The lyric is, when freedom was lacking or wanting, no lives were lost in vain. Phew, I don't know if I would go that far. But it's such a good song that I kind of give pause to the rest of the lyrics and how great the rest of the lyrics are. And is freedom worth sacrificing lives for? I mean, it happens left and right. You know, how many military casualties were there today in the world? I don't want to even. It's just kind of a gloom of negativity when if I look into the details of military things going on in the world. So yeah, I don't know if I would go that far, but just check that song out. It's such a beautiful song, such beautiful lyrics that I kind of wonder if there is more true blue to that, but we are no. Like why would a life need to be lost, you know, for some cause, some like abstract cause of freedom, or you know, it's kind of abstract. It's just like I have freedom to, you know, do whatever I want, but I look at all these calculations. I need to work. I need to take care of the house. I need, how much free time do I have in a day? Not much. And that's like most people, and I'm like probably very fortunate compared to most people in San Francisco, or let alone the world. Um, so if this is a good life, man. Well, I mean, you know, hope fills the heart and fades away. You know, we're gonna all fight that good fight. You know, push through like Drake. Be an explorer like Drake, the explorer of, you know, the European exploration period. So yeah, leave it at there. Try to, we all need to try to push through some of these dark times in 2021. I will talk to y'all later.